So finally, it's a time that we've all been waiting for, and this is where we announce the winners. But before we do that, I'd like to call out a few things. The jury looked at 19 original research papers and presentations over the last 2 days, and we would like you all to give a big round of applause to all of them who made it on the stage here, because I think out of the 100 plus papers that were received, I think it's no mean feat to be here on the stage presenting some excellent work over the last 2 days. So by all means, all of the presenters essentially and the original papers are winners here. But yes, we know the jury had to do this really, had this really tough ask of shortlisting 3. And we will talk about those. We will talk about the finalists. We have 2 runners-up and 1 winner. But we will talk a little bit more about those as well. But to do the honors now, I'm going to call on stage the 2 vice presidents of MRSI, Mr. Prashant Kuleri of NIQ and Soren Shah of GCPL, to do the honors. We'll just take a minute before they come on stage. All right, so, yeah, can we have the runners up, please? Yeah. Oh. Okay, great. Woo! There's a clicker later on.
Cantar, inside the mind of chat.
Should I? If nobody's coming, I can take it on behalf of Team Cantar. Where's the team?
Click the next one.
Second one is.
Yeah, Ipsos and Nestle.
Many congratulations to our runners-up. The jury had a tough time selecting who's rank 2 and rank 3, so they've actually rated both of them equally. So a big round of applause for both the teams. And now, to announce the winner for the best original paper of the 31st annual MRSI seminar. Any guesses from the audience? Shout out names please if you have any guesses. Okay, I'm hearing neuroscience, Ipsos. Sorry? Oh, okay.
We'll get one here.
Yeah. Okay, so to announce the winner, can we please have Mayank Bhanushali, founder and managing director of Global Survey, on stage?
All right. So you will. Mike. Just one.
Base. Base and left prox are to be. Base.
Guys, a big round of applause, please. They're the winners, the best paper at the 31st annual seminar. Dean Bias and Leapfrog. Yes, I think with this, we've come to the end of the 31st annual seminar. Simran and I had a great time hosting you all over the last 2 days, and we hope you had a blast as well. And I'm going to now invite Mitali for the final time on stage to do a quick vote of thanks. Thank you, everyone.
So, I'm thanking you on behalf of the entire MRSI. Paru was supposed to be here, but she very cleverly delegated this to me. And as the managing committee is my boss, I don't have much choice in the second career of mine but to be up here. So, so I think the first massive thank you is to all of you in the room for being here yesterday and today, for having a great time yesterday. And also a massive thank you to those of you who joined us online. We missed you, and we do hope we have you in the room next time. I also thank you and apology to all of you who wanted to be here, and we regretfully had to decline. Many of you wanted your colleagues also to join. You saw how busy the room was. We wouldn't have got lunch if we had any more people. The lines would have been too long, but we still sorely miss all of those whom we had to refuse and who couldn't be with us today. And as a final thing to all of you here, I hope you have some idea of what the MRSI is trying to do, not just the seminar, but some of the other stuff we do. Be there for us. If you aren't a member, consider how you can make a membership valuable. Consider how you can give us a little bit of time so we can do what we're doing better. We're a very tiny team, and we can only do it if you give us some ideas, some guidance, and also some arms and legs, because at the end of the day, it's just a few of us doing it. So with that, the first group of people I'd like to thank is the seminar committee. You have seen this. They were ably led by Ramki. I do believe I had to arm twist and bully Ramki a bit into taking up this role, but Ramki, thank you for taking it on. Each and every one on the committee contributed. You know, sometimes I couldn't be there for all the meetings, but you know, it wouldn't be right to not call out Anju, whose brainstorm was this beautiful topic, taming the choppy waters. I think this elevated the day. And also, you know, we had people from brand and from strategy like Ishti and like Sunita, who couldn't give us a lot of their time, but when they gave us time, the whole idea of getting the startups involved came from Ishti. So every single one of the people on this team, big thank you. The ones I haven't noticed are probably the ones who came for the most meetings and did the most work. So thank you all. I'd also like to thank the managing committee. You know, in many cases, the ManCom is a bit of a sort of bureaucratic structure that's supposed to meet and supposed to pass resolutions and not do very much. Our managing committee is not like that. I think Nearly every one of these 20 people are there every month for 1 hour packed meeting. They weigh in on what we do, they guide us in what we do, and I think they're a force without which MRSI couldn't function. Every one of them is so dedicated, so massive thank you to them. I don't think anybody wouldn't burst into huge applause for our MCs. So I debated with Aman, who gave me a long lecture saying that, no, you must get a professional person, you must get a stand-up comedian, you must get this, you must get that. And I said, nothing doing. We have this, I think, almost tradition now at all MRSI functions to say that we have the best talent, they're the most charming, they're the most articulate, and when they're up there on stage, they represent who we are, and we feel proud every single time. And I must thank Aman, who brought the maturity and polish, though he's still a very young man, and Simran, who confessed to me she's younger than the 31st annual seminar. And I think they had literally started working together less than a week ago, and I think they've done a fantastic job. So another round of applause. As always, we have to thank our partners. This is a big event. You want us to have an even bigger event. It costs money. MRSI doesn't have a large corpus to invest in this. And without our partners, especially calling out the lead partners, we couldn't do this. And every one of them has contributed, and I think they really deserve a round of applause. We try to give value, but they're the people who make it happen. So there are 2 slides of the panelists. They're in no particular order, not alphabetical and no order. But I think what's interesting is we said that we don't want it to be a typical session of researchers talking to other researchers in research language that nobody else understands. This is an opportunity for us to open our minds, widen our horizons, start thinking of the way other people are looking at the world, and go away with some amount of mind expansion. And I think from the startup people, from Rajiv, from Subbu, from Chandan and Anila, and the very unexpected conversation that they had yesterday, I think every one of our speakers has really, really contributed to the fantastic couple of days we have. So thank you, speakers. I'll show you the next slide. I would also like to formally offer the apologies of Mr. Darpan Jain, the Joint Secretary, who was to be here with us, and he actually sent an email to us yesterday saying, please formally apologize on my behalf. I was at the PMO. So it's great to know the only reason he wasn't with us is because the Prime Minister beckoned. Otherwise, MRSI is important enough for him to have been with us. The next group of people I'd like to thank are the authors. Before we hone in on the 19 teams that had a chance to present today, I think it's worth thinking about the other 80 teams who either submitted synopses or wrote their research papers. And a lot of the non-research people who walked into the room said, I'm not as an intellectual as you, I don't have the kind of profile of thinking that you have. And the reason why we still have it in today's world with ChatGPT is because each and every one of you put forward your thinking and demonstrate that we are the brightest thinkers and the best thinkers. And I think what we need to keep in mind also is we have to really respect the time it takes and the intellectual engagement it takes to even put forward a synopsis and then to take it forward to a paper and to come up and present. It's a hell of a lot of work. And it's not the kind of thing you can do while you're multitasking on 6 other things. So I think the people we have to consistently be grateful for in this, our 31st year and forevermore, are all of our authors and the quality of work and the quality of presenting. Big round of applause while I go through the slides. Last but not least, slightly badly formatted slide, of our volunteers. Let me tell you something about what these volunteers have actually done. They have sat and physically packed 570 goodie bags, including brochures that were given to them after lunch to add to the goodie bags from some of our partners. Partners we have to do better in the future in terms of coordinating our timelines. They've also been there to see that we drink responsibly. And that isn't an easy task. Sorry, that sounds like I expect you all to drink irresponsibly, but you need somebody to do it. And I don't think any of us in the room have that skill, and we're lucky that we have Savio who's there to keep an eye on what's happening behind the bar, keeping in mind this is a corporate event. They also have been managing the questions live. So we have Amay Prabhu, who has been sort of punished and put in the corner for 2 days. He's amazing. He's a serial volunteer for us at our seminars, and he very kindly agreed, even though he's freelancing, to come back and be with us. And it's not been an easy task. We have to thank Ambuj. Aria supported him, and we also have to thank Ambuj from Crownit, who is like a tech guru. He's this young guy from Crownit who, is absolutely solves everything, and, does this with his day job. Absolutely amazing in terms of what they do for us. Mel and Gopal and Rajay from Ipsos and Nielsen IQ. We don't have facility management skills. From negotiating with the hotel, helping conversations with the event manager, seeing that we saved money, seeing that we took care of things that we might have forgotten. I mean, they've been with us all the way, including organizing tempos suddenly on Sundays. So, huge thank you to all of them. And last, but definitely not least, Audrey, who comes with us, sits on at the reception, which is a very important place. She's there with us doing everything. I must say that she actually had to sit on the floor and help do some packing. So massive thank you to her. It's really above and beyond. Thank you so much. The brands who have supported us are event managers Ting Tong, Altera is our social media agency, Mondial, our PR agency. We are in the press for yesterday and will be in the press tomorrow for some of our functions, a very relevant communication also. So I think that's really appreciated. Crownit, who, I don't know whether Sami is a managing committee member, or if he's a friend, or if he's a foe, or if he's a support, but we can't do it without him. Massive, massive thank you to Crownit. And also Web Elements, who supports our tech portal. I'd really like to have a call out to the team. If you look at it, I have a bit of research experience because I'm old. Sonali supports us part-time and she has 25 years experience. Everyone else doesn't know MR, doesn't know MRSI, but they stay up at night worrying about the deliveries to all of you, worrying about the reputation of the industry, seeing that we shine and we outshine other industries. And I think I can't appreciate them enough for how they've come on board to the MRSI and the kind of untiring work and quality of work. Diana, Nidhi, Michaela, Hosanna, and Sonali, who I think is the tiniest of us all, and therefore the least seen, but has huge contribution with the TCP, with sizing, with ISEC, every single one of them. Massive, massive thanks. So with that, I'm supposed to close. Okay. So yes, so it's been a fantastic couple of days. Thank you for everything. A few housekeeping details which you probably know. If you don't want to keep your user plastic on your badge, please give it back. Please do take the goodie bags. If you don't get back to us on the QR code and tell us what you liked and what you disliked, We're going to do more of what you dislike and less of what you like. So please, please fill in the feedback form. Other than that, anything, anytime, you drop a mail to info@mrsi.co.in. We answer normally much earlier than within 24 hours. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to keep hearing from you. Thank you so much.